We are in Marina Flisvos with Mr. Jerome Salemi, General Manager East Mediterranean KLM. So, Mr. Salemi, what is Plasticless, the program, and how this program will help Flisvos Marina to become more sustainable?
Yeah, it can be quite strange for an airline to work with a marina to fight against the plastic. Actually, we are very proud as KLM to sponsor a sea-bin project for the marina. It will be the first time in Greece that we install a sea-bin to capture the plastic in the sea. And in the port we see a lot of plastic. It's a major issue for the Mediterranean, for the oceans in general. The plastic is a nightmare for the nature. It's very dangerous also for the human beings if we absorb, because the fish are eating microplastics or nanoplastics, and then the human beings are eating also the fishes with plastics. So it's very dangerous for the alimentary chain. So we as KLM, we want to fight against this, and so we decided to support this initiative of LifeGate Plasticless, founding this sea-bin, and it's the first time that we install a sea-bin to capture the plastic in this port. And we hope that we will extend this initiative in other ports. We are already doing that in 5 ports in Italy, and so it's part of our sustainability policy to support one of the major issues today in the Mediterranean.
It seems that sustainability is very important for KLM and for the passengers of yours, that they are the tourists that they are coming in the Mediterranean. So, what sustainability means in action for KLM?
Clearly, sustainability is a major axis in our strategy, major element. It's part of our DNA as KLM and as Air France KLM Group. You know that airlines, the airline industry is issuing a lot of CO2 emissions around the world. We represent less than 3% of the total global emissions. However, so it's 3%, it's not so much, but it's too much. So it's part for years we have been fighting to reduce our CO2 emissions. So with a very strong sustainability strategy for KLM and for Air France KLM Group. We have a lot of initiatives. The main initiative is of course to renew our fleet and to have more sustainable aircraft, less fuel consuming, and that we are doing a great effort for that. We have the objective to reduce by 50% the CO2 emissions before 2030 compared with 2005. So it's a real revolution we want to do. So our first action is with new aircraft, okay. But also, and we think that it will be a game changer, we want to fly biofuel. And we want to develop the biofuel, so the fuel coming from other energy, and we say sustainable energy, in order to be more neutral for the planet. And that we are the only airline for the moment to fly biofuel on a commercial route. So between Los Angeles and Amsterdam, our flights are flying with biofuel. So we are the only airline with this kind of initiative, strong initiative, and we just signed an agreement in Holland to co-build a refinery, biofuel refinery, in order to be able to have biofuel in Amsterdam to fill our aircraft by 2022. Okay, that is the first time in Europe that we will have this kind of initiative. Also, we have other initiatives. For example, we propose to our customers to participate, to compensate their flight with their emission of CO2, so they can invest via the website. They can invest in programs of reforestation in Panama City. and we are extending this initiative to the corporates. You know that a lot of corporates are flying for business reasons, and also the corporates can decide to be carbon neutral with this kind of program. So we have a lot of initiatives like that, and we are very proud to be leaders in the airline industry on the sustainability. You may know that we have a sustainability Dow Jones index, so that measures the efforts that the airlines, the companies are doing. And as an airline, we are leader since 14 years on this sustainability index, meaning that we are doing a lot of efforts, and it's quite recognized by the specialists.
Okay, and what are your plans for Greece for 2020?
Well, Greece is a very important market for KLM and for Air France KLM Group. We have an historical presence, so with flights between Athens and Amsterdam, Athens and Paris Charles de Gaulle. We have also developing a lot our presence in the islands with seasonal flights. It's not with Air France and KLM, it's more with our low-cost Transavia from Holland or from France. The news this summer is that we are opening also Heraklion in Creta with Air France, so linked to Charles de Gaulle. So it's a very good news for this island to be connected not only to France but also to the whole network of Air France KLM. Okay? And we are also developing new flights from the French provinces to Athens and to the islands, either with Air France or with Transavia. So we have a growth strategy in Greece. It's a booming market in terms of tourists, so incoming tourists, and as you know, the Dutch and the French tourists like very much Greece, so we want to support this. And also we see that the market from Greece is developing with a double-digit growth from Greece, because the economy we see in our figures is recovering, and so we want also to support this positive trend. So we are adding capacity season after season.
Thank you.
Thank you.